The Denver music scene, along with many other cities, has a dark emperor. The music dictator decides if you get into the show and sets the bar to see how high you will jump. It goes by the name of Ticketmaster, or does it? After years of bad publicity, it now wears the mask of Live Nation Entertainment, a merger that was completed in 2010. That's funny. It said Ticketmaster on the ticket I used to get into the show last night. Let's call a spade here. It's still Ticketmaster, and all the same people are getting fat and happy. Founded in West Hollywood, California in 1978, Ticketmaster is the largest ticket distribution company in the United States. Since then, they have grown to become a multi-billion-dollar company, strong-arming their way into the world of live entertainment. They have taken over ticketing for nearly all major venues. This is because venues sign contracts with Ticketmaster, making them the sole vendor. For an artist or act to get a suitable venue, they must also be in cahoots with Ticketmaster, as they have eliminated nearly all the smaller Colorado-based ticket vendors. Ticketmaster has contracts with popular Denver music venues including, but not limited to, the Fillmore, the Ogden, the Bluebird, Red Rocks, and obviously the Pepsi Center. This sort of monopoly is due to the hypocritical, free market that has become the battlefield where capitalist owners line their pockets. When the Justice Department ruled that Ticketmaster shouldn't be sanctioned a monopoly, protesters were outraged. Writer David Marsh states, "The fact that Ticketmaster employed Mickey Cantor, the Clinton trade representative, may have helped the company. As a result of Bush Sr., Clinton, and Bush Jr.'s administrations taking no action against the monopoly, the company has festered into a monster. Marsh believes this will never change, and the law will never be enforced for three reasons. A, it wouldn't pass because Ticketmaster would outspend us in lobbying. B, our congressmen believe in unregulated free market capitalism. And C, our government simply doesn't enforce such laws." Ticketmaster is owned by Barry Diller's USA Networks, which are in business with Clear Channel, who control all the radio stations. Diller's networks were just sold to Vivendi, who also own Universal, the record company which controls 40% of the U.S. market. Marsh refers to this as the strangle grip. So what choice do artists, musicians, venue owners, and privately owned ticket vendors have? That's right, they don't have one. Sean Lindsay was co-owner and operator of Ticket Connections based out of Glendale, Colorado from 1991 to 2004. When asked about the monopoly and its bullying of venues, artists, and other ticket vendors in the Denver area, she replies, "Music venues felt forced into contracts because owners firmly believed that otherwise, regardless of the acts, the show wouldn't sell out." When asked what she thought about the company as a whole, she responded, "Honestly, on a business level, they're geniuses. It's not fair to the consumer and other businesses, but they have eliminated most of their competition and any other way people get tickets. The monopoly affects the average consumer by way of ticket fees that are attached to the advertised face price. These can be over 60% of the original price of the ticket. They include fees such as general service charge, building facility charge, shipping charge, e-ticket convenience charge, will call charge, and a processing charge. The company is hated for its lack of transparency. Earlier in the year, charges were settled against the company for using bait-and-switch tactics and had to pay out refunds for 14 Bruce Springsteen concerts in 2009. As concert-goers, we are forced to buy tickets from Ticketmaster because of the deal the venue signed. What alternative do we have as citizens of Denver? Just refuse to go see artists that we have so come to love? Should we try to boycott the purchase of tickets? Even if you were 1,000 people deep, efforts would be futile in blemishing the face of the ticket conglomerate. However, some artists have chosen to take a stand. Colorado's own String Cheese Incident slapped a lawsuit on Ticketmaster in 2003. The band wanted to sell more than 8% of their own tickets to their own ticket company. The case was settled out of court without further publicity. Pearl Jam was among one of the more famous cases. Wanting to keep tickets at a reasonable price for their fans and service fees to a minimum, the band appealed to the Department of Justice, claiming that the company was monopolizing the ticket industry. The Department of Justice did not rule in the band's favor, resulting in the cancellation of the 1994 tour, only for the band to come crawling back to Ticketmaster 4 years later. Big artists in big cities are clearly at the mercy of the ticket warlord. However, smaller venues seem to be overlooked by the giant. Inner-city establishments like Cervantes and Quixotes have never had ties to Ticketmaster. Clearly the company doesn't think the smaller places with a dance hall or bar-like atmosphere are lucrative enough to exploit. Cervantes even prints their own tickets. That's about as independent as it gets. However, it does make one wonder, if propositions with a contract, will these smaller venues submit like their big brothers? I suppose it's easy to show indifference towards someone that's not interested in you. So on a local scale, it looks like some of these places can fall through the cracks. In this, we can find an uncorrupted local music scene. Ticketmaster knows you will pay to see the events you want. People have too much emotionally invested. Consumers will bitch a little bit and pay the outrageous prices and fees, and then get on with their life. If the only way to play the game is to sell out, where does that leave us? American greed knows no bounds and will continue to exploit anything that consumers take interest in, even if they are as timeless as music and the arts.